New Zealand, a land far, far away. It's located in the southwestern part of the Pacific Ocean. This country is made up of two big islands, the North Island and the South Island. They are really far from the rest of the world. These islands weren't always here. Millions of years ago they rose from the sea. Volcanoes erupted, earthquakes shook the ground. Over time, these powerful forces shaped New Zealand. New Zealand was first found by Polynesian explorers. They sailed in canoes thousands of years ago. They called this land Aotearoa. That means land of the long white cloud in Māori. Today, New Zealand is a modern country, but it still has wild and untouched nature. It's a place for adventure, and it's waiting to be discovered. New Zealand is a country full of big differences. Rough mountains reach up to the sky, and glaciers make their way through the valleys. Forests cover the land in many shades of green. The North Island is known for its volcanoes. Geysers shoot hot water into the air, and mud pools bubble and gurgle. Here you can really feel that the earth is alive. And on the South Island there are the Southern Alps. This mountain range stretches across the whole island. Mount Cook is the tallest peak. Climbing it is quite a challenge. But New Zealand isn't just mountains. There are also beaches. Golden sand stretches for miles, and the water is clear and blue, a perfect place to relax. The mountains in New Zealand are really something special. They are truly beautiful sights. The tall peaks are covered in snow. Their slopes are covered with forests. Mount Cook National Park is a place you just have to see. Here you can go skiing among these huge mountains. Glaciers cling to the sides of the mountains. Waterfalls tumble down rocky cliffs. The Southern Alps offer real challenges for climbers. Mount Aspiring is a popular spot. Its peak is a pyramid of rock and ice. For those who want to take it easy, there are beautiful roads. Milford Road goes through Fiordland National Park. It's a journey you'll never forget. New Zealand's forests are old and full of secrets. Huge trees reach up to the sky. The forest floor is covered with ferns and moss. The air is cool and damp. The kauri is a true giant. It can grow up to 50 meters tall. There are kauri trees that are thousands of years old. It's a symbol of New Zealand's rich past. The forests are home to many kinds of birds. The tui is known for its sweet song. The Kiwi, New Zealand's national bird, is a night animal. Walking through New Zealand's forests is a special experience. It's a chance to connect with nature, and it reminds you of nature's power. Section 5. The Shores of Paradise. New Zealand is an island country, so it's completely surrounded by water. Along its coast, you'll find countless beaches, each one more beautiful than the last. The Bay of Islands is a really famous spot. There are more than 140 islands in the bay. Here you can swim, kayak, or fish. On the South Island, the west coast is known for its wild and untouched beauty. The Tasman Sea crashes against the shore here. The rainforests meet the ocean here. Whether you're looking for relaxation or adventure, New Zealand's beaches have something for everyone. Section 6. Guardians of the Land. The Māori people are the native people of New Zealand. They sailed here from Polynesia over 1,000 years ago. Their culture is a super important part of New Zealand's identity. The Māori people have a deep respect for the land. They believe that everything is connected. Their traditions and stories are passed down from one generation to the next. Wood carvings and tattoos are a big part of Māori culture. They tell stories and represent ancestors. The haka is a traditional war dance, a powerful show of strength and togetherness. Visiting a marae, a Māori meeting place, is a special experience. Here, you can learn more about Māori customs and traditions. Section 7. A Journey Through Middle-earth. New Zealand is like a movie set, but it's real. It's no wonder that director Peter Jackson filmed The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit right here. Movie fans can visit many of the filming spots. Hobbiton, the village where Frodo Baggins lived, is a very popular place to visit. New Zealand's scenery shows the beauty and majesty of Middle-earth. From the rolling hills of the Shire to the fiery mountains of Mordor, it's all here. When you visit these places, you'll feel like you've stepped right into the movie. It's a great chance to experience the magic of Middle-earth for yourself. Section 8. Curious creatures of an isolated land. Because it's so far away from everything, New Zealand is home to some truly special animals and plants. You won't find many of these creatures anywhere else in the world. The Kiwi is New Zealand's most famous animal. This little bird can't fly, and it's a national symbol. The tuatara is a reptile that has been around since the time of the dinosaurs. The kea is a very playful parrot. They're known for being super smart and very curious. The waiter is a giant insect that can grow up to 10 centimeters long. Section 9. Aotearoa awaits. New Zealand is a country full of adventure, beauty, and amazing things. From grand mountains to perfect beaches, there's something here for everyone. Explore old forests, meet unique animals, and dive into the fascinating Māori culture. Find out why New Zealand is a place that will stay with you long after you go home. So what are you waiting for? Aotearoa awaits. Scene 10. The canvas of nature's masterpiece. New Zealand's landscape is like an artist's dream, where every brushstroke creates a new masterpiece. Green hills stretch as far as you can see, pastures full of sheep. The greenery here is like a carpet. Ferns and wild plants grow so lushly as if they were made exactly for this climate. With every step, the landscape changes dramatically. Majestic mountains, like the Southern Alps, stand proudly, their peaks often covered in snow. These mountains are not just beautiful to look at, but also a playground for adventurers, from skiing to mountaineering. The coastline also shows nature's art. Golden sandy beaches invite you to sunbathe, while rugged cliffs and rocky shores tell stories of an ancient connection between sea and land. The water here is a magical mix of blue and green, full of marine life and perfect for kayaking, diving, or just enjoying the view. Even the plains, like the Canterbury Plains, have their own charm. They stretch across vast areas, giving you a sense of space and freedom, with fields gently swaying in the wind. Everywhere you look, New Zealand's diverse landscape invites you to explore and immerse yourself in its beauty. It's a place where the grandeur of nature is revealed in all its glory, waiting to unveil its secrets. So take your time, breathe in the fresh air, and dive into the breathtaking landscape of this wonderful place. Aotearoa, the land of the long white cloud, is truly a masterpiece of nature. As we travel through the amazing landscapes of New Zealand, let's check out some must-visit places that make this country a traveller's paradise. First on our list is Auckland, known as the City of Sails. With its busy harbour, lively culture, and the Sky Tower offering awesome views, Auckland is a great starting point for any adventure. Next, we head to Rotorua, a geothermal wonderland. Here, you can see geysers erupting and mud pools bubbling, while also diving into the rich Māori culture through traditional shows and hangi feasts. For nature lovers, the Bay of Islands is a true gem. With over 140 subtropical islands, it's the perfect spot for sailing, watching dolphins, and finding secret beaches. On the South Island, you'll find Queenstown, the adventure capital of the world. Whether it's bungee jumping, jet boating, or skiing in winter, Queenstown is a dream for anyone who loves thrills. Don't miss the stunning Fiordland National Park, home to the famous Milford Sound. With its steep cliffs, flowing waterfalls, and calm waters, it's no wonder Rudyard Kipling called it the eighth wonder of the world. On the west coast of the South Island, you'll discover the breathtaking Franz Josef Glacier. Here you can hike on ancient ice formations or take a helicopter ride for amazing views. For a taste of New Zealand wine, head to Marlborough. This area, famous for its world-renowned Sauvignon Blanc, offers beautiful vineyards and delicious food experiences. And finally, for those looking for an escape, the Coromandel Peninsula offers untouched beaches, lush rainforests, and the famous Cathedral Cove, a beautiful natural archway, perfect for a day of exploring. From lively cities to hidden natural wonders, New Zealand has something for every traveller. So pack your bags and get ready to discover the treasures of Aotearoa. In this land of contrasts and beauty, adventure awaits you around every corner. As we dive deeper into the breathtaking landscapes of New Zealand, we can't miss the rich history that shaped this special country. Our journey now takes us back in time to discover the historical importance of Aotearoa. New Zealand's story begins with the Polynesian Maori ancestors who sailed across the vast Pacific Ocean over 1,000 years ago to settle here. These first people brought with them a unique culture, language and way of life that still lives on today. One of the most important historical places from this time is the Waitangi Treaty Grounds in the Bay of Islands. Here, in 1840, the Treaty of Waitangi was signed between the British Crown and Māori chiefs, laying the groundwork for modern New Zealand. Moving forward in time, New Zealand's lively capital city, Wellington, holds a treasure chest of historical gems. The famous Beehive Building and Parliament are home to the country's government, while the nearby Te Papa Tongarewa Museum offers a deep look into New Zealand's social and cultural history. On the South Island, the city of Dunedin boasts a rich Scottish heritage seen in its buildings and traditions. Dunedin Railway Station, often called New Zealand's most photographed building, is a beautiful example of Edwardian Baroque architecture and a testament to the city's rich past. Further south, Arrowtown offers a peek into the 1860s gold rush. As you walk its charming streets among the old buildings, you can almost hear the echoes of miners seeking their fortune in rugged Otago. The First and Second World Wars left a lasting mark on New Zealand's history. The Auckland War Memorial Museum is a touching tribute to the brave New Zealanders who served and sacrificed. It's a place for thought and remembrance where you can learn about New Zealand's role in the world wars and the country's strong spirit. In the heart of the North Island lies the Taranaki region, with its sacred Mount Taranaki, which holds great cultural and spiritual meaning for the Māori people. The mountain's grand presence has inspired countless legends and remains a symbol of strength and identity. By exploring these historical places and events, we gain a deeper understanding of the diverse and lively heritage that shaped New Zealand. Each place tells a story of courage, resilience, and unity, connecting the past and present in this wonderful land. So, as you step onto Aotearoa, remember that every hill, every valley, and every beach holds a piece of history waiting to be discovered. The echoes of the past resonate through the landscape, inviting you to connect with the rich tapestry of New Zealand's heritage. Let the ancient stories inspire you, for they live forever in every corner of New Zealand. As we dive deeper into the heart of New Zealand, we're surrounded by the lively and diverse traditions that thrive in this beautiful country. These cultural customs and celebrations give us a special peek into the spirit and soul of Aotearoa. One of New Zealand's most famous cultural traditions is the haka, which comes from Māori customs. This powerful and expressive dance, often done at big events and celebrations, shows the spirit and strength of the Māori people. The haka is a symbol of coming together and pride, and also a way to honour ancestors and show community support. All year long, New Zealand comes alive with festivals that celebrate the country's many different cultures. The yearly Pacifica Festival in Auckland is a lively celebration of Pacific Island cultures. With music, dance and food from the Pacific Islands, this festival is a treat for your senses and shows New Zealand's mixed culture identity. Another important event is the Matariki Festival, which marks the Māori New Year. Celebrated in June, Matariki is a time to think, remember, and start fresh. The rising of the Matariki star cluster in the winter sky means the start of celebrations, with storytelling, music, and feasts where communities come together to honour the past and dream about the future. On the South Island, the lively city of Christchurch hosts the World Buskers Festival, a colourful event that shows off street performers from all over the world. This festival turns the city into a stage where acrobats, musicians and magicians wow audiences with their amazing skills. The Otago region, known for its Scottish history, celebrates the Dunedin Midwinter Carnival. This June event features a magical lantern parade, live music, and shows that light up the winter night. The carnival is a beautiful mix of Scottish traditions and local creativity, showing off the region's special blend of cultures. Besides these festivals, New Zealanders celebrate Waitangi Day on February 6th, remembering the signing of the Treaty of Waitangi. This public holiday is marked by ceremonies, performances, and community gatherings that encourage a spirit of togetherness and thinking about the nation's journey. New Zealand's traditions aren't just for festivals, they're woven into people's daily lives. From sharing kai, food, to practicing manakatanga, hospitality, these customs show the values of respect, community, and belonging that are typical of Kiwi culture. As you explore New Zealand's traditions, you'll find a country where old customs and modern celebrations mix together beautifully. Every festival, every dance, and every celebration offers a glimpse into the rich cultural quilt that makes Aotearoa so special. So, as you travel through this charming country, take the time to experience the traditions for yourself. From the powerful haka to the joyful festivals, New Zealand's cultural customs invite you to connect with the spirit of the land and its people. Embrace the warmth, energy, and lasting legacy of Aotearoa's traditions, and let them become a cherished part of your story. As we keep exploring New Zealand, it's super important to get a good grasp of what makes this country so modern. We're going to chat about its money, government, political setup, and how its economy works. New Zealand's money is called the New Zealand dollar, or NZD for short. Sometimes people just call it NZ. The banknotes are known for their bright colours and show important national figures and cool animals. This really highlights the country's rich history and amazing nature. The Reserve Bank of New Zealand, which is like the country's main bank, is in charge of printing and managing the money. This makes sure the money stays stable and trustworthy. New Zealand's political system is a democracy where citizens vote for their leaders, but it also has the King or Queen of the United Kingdom as its head of state. This monarch is represented locally by someone called the Governor-General. The head of the government is the Prime Minister, who leads the executive branch. The New Zealand Parliament, made up of the House of Representatives, is elected through a special voting system called Mixed Member Proportional, or MMP. This system makes sure that lots of different voices from all over the country are heard and represented fairly. New Zealand's economy is strong and varied, with important parts like farming, tourism, making things, and services. Farming, especially the dairy industry, makes up a huge part of what the country sells to other countries, making New Zealand one of the biggest milk producers in the world. The natural beauty and rich culture make tourism another very important part of the economy, bringing in millions of visitors every year. The country's economic system is based on a free market, which means the government doesn't get too involved. This approach has helped new ideas, growth, and a good quality of life for its people. Plus, New Zealand is part of many international groups, like the UN, the World Trade Organization, and the Commonwealth. This really helps strengthen its economic connections with the rest of the world. In recent years, New Zealand has made big steps towards protecting the environment and using clean energy. With a strong promise to lower carbon pollution and protect nature, the country is a leader in green efforts and sustainable ways of doing things. Understanding New Zealand's money and government gives us a deeper look into what makes this lively and active country tick. From its democratic political system to its varied and strong economy, New Zealand is a wonderful example of progress, stability, and new ideas. As you travel through Aotearoa, take a moment to appreciate the complex systems that support this thriving society. The harmonious mix of old and new customs, its government and its economy all create a country that is not only beautiful but also strong and ready for the future. End of scene 14. Kia ora everyone and welcome. Today we're diving into the heart of New Zealand, which the Māori people call Aotearoa, the land of the long white cloud, to discover the fascinating history of the Māori people. The Māori are the tangata whenua, the people of the land. They've had a deep connection with New Zealand for thousands of years. Their ancestors crossed the huge Pacific Ocean in their special canoes, called waka hurua, way back in the 13th century. These brave explorers brought with them rich traditions, cool stories, and a deep respect for nature. Maori culture is a super important part of what makes New Zealand so special. An important idea in Maori culture is wakapapa, which is like a family tree. This idea connects people to their ancestors and to the land. You can see this connection in the beautiful wood carvings of their gathering houses, warenui, and in the powerful haka dance. The Maori language, Te Reo Māori, is one of New Zealand's official languages. Lots of effort is put into keeping this language alive, which is super cool. Gap twos. The Maori people have influenced New Zealand in many ways. They have special spots in Parliament to make sure their voice is heard. Maori artists are very creative and share their culture with the whole world. There are even special schools called Kura Kaupapa Māori, where kids can grow up learning about their Maori heritage. Maori values, like taking care of the environment, kaitiakitanga, and being welcoming to guests, manaakitanga, are deeply woven into New Zealand. All over New Zealand, from the North Island, Te Ika a Maui, to the South Island, Te Waipunamu, you can feel the Maori spirit. By learning about the Maori, we can understand New Zealand so much better. They are not just the stewards of the land, but also the keepers of a rich culture that makes New Zealand what it is today. Scene 15 ends. Kia ora, everyone. Now that we've gotten to know the rich culture of New Zealand, let's dive deeper into the modern day-to-day life of Aotearoa. New Zealand is a land of opportunity, with lots of jobs and industries that keep the economy going. From busy cities to quiet farmlands, New Zealanders have found their place in many different fields. A big part of New Zealand's economy is based on farming. The wide open pastures and broad fields are home to sheep and cattle, producing meat and dairy products known all over the world. Growing fruits and vegetables is also important, with vineyards, orchards and fields growing everything from grapes to kiwis. Forestry is another key industry, with large areas dedicated to growing trees in a sustainable way. In the cities, a growing tech industry is making a name for itself globally. New and old companies are pushing the boundaries in software, digital solutions, and smart technologies. Tourism is also a major industry, bringing in millions of visitors each year to experience New Zealand's stunning landscapes and vibrant culture. The education and healthcare sectors also offer many opportunities. They provide essential services and help the country thrive. Transportation in New Zealand is as varied as its scenery. For people going to work or travelling, cars are the most common way to get around. A big road network connects cities and regions, making driving a popular way to explore the country. In the cities, there are good public transport options, including buses, trains and ferries. For longer journeys, many flights are available within the country and to other countries, with big airports in Auckland, Wellington and Christchurch acting as important hubs. And let's not forget the adventurous spirit of Kiwis. They often take to the water in boats or kayaks, or explore the wild countryside on bikes or motorcycles. New Zealand's infrastructure supports the country's busy economy and active lifestyle. Modern cities boast impressive skyscrapers, shopping centres and cultural spots, while the countryside keeps a strong connection to the land, with well-kept roads and community buildings. The country's commitment to green values is clear in its investments in renewable energy, with hydro, wind and geothermal power making a big contribution to the national grid. As we explore New Zealand, it's clear that the country's strength comes from its ability to innovate and reinvent itself. From traditional industries to cutting-edge technology, New Zealanders are building a future that is as diverse and exciting as the country's landscape. Stay with us as we learn much more about life in this fascinating country. Scene 16 ends. Now, as we dive deeper into the heart of New Zealand, let's focus on the unique animals that live here. New Zealand's isolation has allowed many fascinating animal species to grow here, species you won't find anywhere else in the world. Pause. Take, for example, the famous Kiwi bird. This night-loving, flightless bird is a national symbol and shows how unique the animals on the island have become over time. These small, fuzzy birds with long beaks are found in native forests and scrublands, and they are a valuable part of New Zealand's natural history. Another unusual animal is the tuatara, often called a living fossil. Posee. Even though they look like lizards, they belong to an ancient group of reptiles. Tuataras have been around for over 200 million years. They live on isolated islands off the coast where people work hard to save their decreasing numbers. Pause. In the waters around New Zealand, you might spot the Hector's dolphin, one of the smallest and rarest dolphin species playing near the coast. Their distinct round dorsal fin is easy to spot, and you'll mainly find them in the shallow waters of the South Island. New Zealand's forests are also home to the shy kakapo, a large night-loving and flightless parrot. Pause. With its moss-green feathers and owl-like face, the kakapo is an endangered species, and many efforts are being made to save it from disappearing forever. The kea, the world's only mountain parrot, is another unique resident. Known for its intelligence and curiosity, the kea is often found in the mountainous areas of the South Island, where it's famous for its playful behavior. Pause. In the insect world, New Zealand is home to the weta, a group of large, cricket-like insects. Some species, like the giant weta, can grow to the size of a human hand. These fascinating creatures are mainly found in forests and caves, where they play an important role in the natural environment. The blue duck, or wio, is another rare and special animal. Living in fast-flowing rivers and streams, the wio has special webbed feet that let it move easily through the wild waters. As we look at the diverse places where animals live in New Zealand, it's clear that the country's isolation has led to an amazing collection of unique wildlife. Pause. From dense forests to rugged coastlines, each animal tells a story of how it has grown and survived. The ongoing work to protect and save these remarkable creatures shows how much New Zealand cares about its natural heritage. By keeping these places safe, we make sure that future generations can continue to enjoy the wonderful animals of New Zealand. Stay with us as we continue our journey through this land of incredible beauty and variety. End of scene 17.